Okay, in this video I'm going to share with you just some things that I forgot. It's funny, no matter how many notes you take, you still wind up forgetting something when you're doing these videos and doing these recordings. So let me just pop over and show you a couple of things real fast. First of all, I wanted to let you know that when you are creating a blog broadcast, again, the blog broadcast, remember the blog broadcast is where whatever you type in your blog will automatically then can be set up to be emailed out to your mailing list. One of the challenges is that it only gives a small snippet of your article, and which may be fine because you can get return traffic back to your website, and that may not be a bad thing because in order to read the entire article they'll have to click on the read more link. But you may want to include the entire contents of your article that you put on your blog, and so let me show you how to do that. When you are creating a new message, I've logged in here to my WordPress administration screen here for my Marketing Tools Today website. And underneath here for the write and then writing a post, of course you have all the information that you put in, and this is where you normally put all of the content of your message normally when you're going to post. But what you can do then is down here, I'm going to scroll on down just a little bit further here, there is a section here that's called optional excerpt right there. Normally this is closed. Let me show you like that. So you hardly even see that there's an option there. Just click on the plus sign, a little box opens up. You can take and paste the entire contents of your article right there into that box, and everything that's in this box will get emailed to your users. And then the reason why for that is that because I believe it is in the RSS feed, it uses this box for the description. And so it includes the entire description. So if you put your entire article, you paste it into there. When you do a blog broadcast, then your entire article will show up there on the blog broadcast. Your entire article will show up on your RSS feed as well. So that's one thing I wanted to show you there, and that's if you use the optional excerpt part there in your WordPress administration. Let me close that up and pop on over here again to Aweber. I wanted to show you something also new that has been added. There is a new form now for Aweber. In addition to all the different pop-ups and etc. like that, they do have a new web form. Let me click on the Create Web Form here. And you'll see that one of the new options, if you haven't noticed it here, is right here, which is the light box. That's the one that it fades over your entire website and makes your website kind of completely dim out except for your subscription box, which is, you know, bright and centered and really the only thing that's in focus. Very effective type of pop-up that's there that a lot of people like to use, and Aweber has now incorporated it as an option, and that's something that's fairly recent, just like within the last week. One thing though that you may want to do, when I was talking about split testing, I was sharing with you about split testing the different messages that you can send, but you can also split test different types of your opt-in boxes. And how you do that here is when you create your web forms, create your different web forms, and in this case I have a static one that's going to be inline, and then I also have my pop-up that I have here. Create your different web forms that you want to test, and then scroll on down to create a split test. Give that test a name. I'm just going to call it test. And then you decide the different percentages. So let me say I'm going to do 50% in the pop-up and 50% just on the inline, the static one, and tell it to save. And then what Aweber is going to do is it's going to rotate between those two sign-up forms so that you can check your stats and make a determination of which one is best. Now, between these two, I can almost tell you almost always, despite the fact that people may not like pop-ups, the reality is that pop-ups are far more effective than just an inline form. At least that's been my testing. But what you may want to do is test 2 different inline forms. Test out 2 different pop-ups. Maybe each one of them has a different offer. Which offer gets you the best results? So not only can you test the different email messages that you send out, you can also test the different web forms that you create for your website also. So those are just a couple of things that I forgot and that I wanted to make sure that I shared with you.